Do you have things from your childhood that if you see them, either a photo or if you still got them, you look at them and you get a real nostalgia fix that makes you just go, ah, and because you're taken back to a far simpler time when you were a lot younger and things, yeah, the world seemed a safer, simpler place. Um, I sure do have a few. I mean, here's one of them. This is Zintar, one of the Zeroids, and I look at this fella in my cabinet, and I'm an 8-year-old again. All right, and you might have seen, but over the last few years, I've been tracking down things from my childhood and owning them again because I've got very little from that I owned from back there that I still have, and I think Zintar was one of my very first to track down. And yeah, you may have seen. I mean, if you scroll down through my video lists, you'll see I've uh, I've repurchased a number of things. But what I'm looking at today is something that I definitely had, but I've never thought to own again. And I haven't opened it yet. It's only just come. This is a Dinky catalogue, and it's a catalogue for Dinky toys. And I only have to look at that cover. I only have to look at the font that Dinky is written in, and I do get that, you know, nostalgic trip back to my childhood because um, the only time I got toys when I was little was my birthday or at Christmas. We had pocket money, but when I was small, all my pocket money went on sweets and comics. And when I was a bit older, it was sweets and comics and model kits because they were very affordable then. But the one thing I didn't buy were dinky toys, and I think, or corgi toys, and I think mainly it's because I had no real desire to own a tractor or a fire engine. Um, if it was something, science fiction, then I'd be interested. But real world stuff, I didn't want to own, a Mini or a Cortina in corgi form, and same with the dinky things. But sorry, rambling. I will get this open in a second. But our local toy shop sold Dinky toys, and they sold a catalogue. It came out every year, and it was pretty cheap. And I can remember I would buy them and look at all the things that were of interest to me in the catalogue. I flipped through the ambulances and the police cars and the combine harvesters and things like that to get to the things that I was interested in. Um, so I've just bought this. It's just come. I haven't taken it out yet. Again, let's have a read along together. So I haven't seen this since, if I indeed owned this one, um, for what, 50 odd years? Yeah, 50 years. Yeah. Um, so let's have a look. Now that they're relatively cheap on eBay, and they you seem to be able to get all the years. But I've chosen this one, um, and this is 1974. All right, and I've deliberately chosen this one because of this, because in 1974 they were still producing the Gerry Anderson vehicles. Okay, so here we go. This is Dinky Toys number 10, cost 4p. I think that was about the same cost of a British comic at the time. So the cost of a comic, I got this catalogue. Pretty good condition. It's a little bit yellowed, but it looks all right. But straight away, just on this cover, you can see, or I can see, what I would have been into. Definitely the Interceptor from UFO. Let's lift this up. I think it'll be better. You'll see it better like this. Definitely the Interceptor from UFO. No, don't want a bus. Don't want a forklift. Not that bothered by a tornado. Sorry, Jaguar. No, not a fire truck. Maybe the tank. But that would have been interesting to me. I remember there was a whole slew of these fantasy cars, weren't there? And that would have been interesting to me because it was something that wasn't real world, you know. Why have a dinky or a corgi bus when you see them going down the road, you know? So, all right, let's go through, see what we've got, see what I would have been interested in, and see what I actually did have back then. As I say, I haven't looked into this. Um, this is all new to me. I don't know if any of it's going to come flooding back or what. Let's get it more central. There we go. Okay, Dinky Toys, some of the great Dinky features. Over 70 in the range. Automatic opening doors. Battery-driven features. I don't remember a Dinky toy that had batteries. Extending jibs. Yeah, missile firing boats. Okay. Look, a real Dinky bus. Visitors from all over the world are amazed to see a real Dinky bus driving through London's heavy traffic. Painted on the body thus are pictures of Dinky toys, Dinky kits and Meccano models. Yeah. I wonder if you could get a Dinky toy version of the Dinky bus. Right. So, there we go. Bam. Straight in. And here we go. So, I never owned Mac's car from Joe 90. Always wanted to. Definitely had the Shadowmobile. Never had Ed Straker's car. Definitely had the Interceptor. All right. That takes me again. Maybe this is something I should look into getting again. Yeah, you press the button and the whole the roof flips over, and you got the missile there. All right. Definitely had the SPV. Definitely had the saloon car, which I think I've still got that. This is the one, the MSV. I always, always, always wanted one of them, and I've never owned one. I think I had the MI kit, the tiny little MI kit, but always wanted that. Again, that's something maybe I should be looking into seeking out. Uh, might have had, I might have had Thunderbird 2. Definitely didn't have Fab 1. I like how it shows you how all the features work and the special extra things you get. Ah, man, I'd practically forgotten about that. I don't know if I owned that or if my brother owned it, but one of us definitely had it. Yeah, with its central gyroscopic road wheel with pull-through rack rod. Yeah, you had this cord thing and you pushed it through, pulled it out fast, which got the wheel turning, and you put it down and off he went. Wasn't he a bit rubbery, the old Panther? And he could come out as well. Even though I was desperately into space, I wouldn't have been interested in that, nor these, nor that. Beach buggy, that must be that. So this isn't one of the fantastical ones. It's just a regular beach buggy. Okay. No, no. No, I wouldn't have been interested in any of that. I think we've peaked early. I think everything that. Oh, that's rather nice though. That's very UFO. Um, no. Um, I think, yeah, I think everything that I would have been into. That's almost a Ghostbusters ambulance. Super Cadillac, Super Cadillac ambulance. No, no, not interested. No. Ooh, so it's like a checklist of all the ones that they do. Is that a poster? Do you get a poster? No, it's just a piece of artwork. All right, so we're into the military. So, oh, it's starting to smell a bit now. Into the military stuff. No, I don't think I would have been interested at that time when this was coming out. You know, you had Action Man if you wanted anything military. And around about 74, I was becoming aware of um, Airfix's military kit. So I think that's where I would have been spending my money. Ditto the planes. I've never been a big fan of planes. both with motor-driven propeller. No, I wasn't aware that you had electric dinky things. I mean, I had that, all right, the old Sea King, but I had the brilliant Airfix one with the little diver sitting in the hatch and the capsule. Cap-fired bomb. I didn't know Dinky did things like this. So it could drop a bomb which had a cap in it. No, didn't know. Dinky kit? I don't remember there being Dinky model kits. No, Meccano. Oh boy. I remember Meccano from when I was very young. Who needs Lego when you got things that you assemble with a little screwdriver and a spanner? Meccano clocks, pocket Meccano. No, not for me. This is very interesting, though. I wasn't aware their range was so comprehensive. Or Capri. I'd end up owning a Capri. Oh, it's three versions of Capri. They're big and super detailed. We are 1/25th. That is. Yeah. I'd go on to 10 years after this catalogue came out, I owned a Capri. All right. Well, that was interesting. As I say, these go for not much. And I'm glad about that because the only real thing of note for me is that Pink Panther there and the Gerry Anderson stuff. Hmm. But no, it's great to have it again. Yet another little piece from my childhood in my collection.